I keep on saying that politics is an emotional game because every game is emotional. In fact, that is so repetitive. If Raila Amolo Odinga wanted to be a president, he could be. If he wanted to lead this particular country, he could lead. He had the time. He had the opportunity. But he doesn't want to be. You keep on thinking that he wants to be the president, but he doesn't want. A lot of time we keep on thinking that maybe Matiangi is more better than Raila Amolo Odinga. Maybe Ruto is the main problem. But we keep on forgetting we are the people who created these monsters. The monsters that you keep on shouting bad at them. Once upon a time, you shouted good things to them. We create monsters with our own hands. We destroy them. And some particular moment, if you can remember, they were the darling of you. Let us go back in the world of politics. I see politics as a dynamic kind of a game that is being played by superior who want to think outside the box and who are meant to manipulate your emotions. The emotions that you never admit someone is taking over from you. Here is a short conversation about how Raila Amolo Odinga has been able to manipulate people for the last 30 years in politics. It's kind of a very argumentative part of the message. I'm going to deliver it right now. Have you ever asked yourself, does Raila Amolo Odinga wants to be the president or wants to be the cartel in politics? Those are two different topics. A lot of you don't see these because you are not open-minded. You don't want to see it. If Raila Amolo Odinga wanted to be the president of Kenya, he can be. But he understands the cartel side of politics earns him more money than what he could have made when he in power. That's why he has been able to convince a loyal base, a loyal crowd who keep on following him whenever he is without worrying. And for you to be able to commandeer that type of a crowd, you have to be a serious dictator. That is the hidden truth that you don't want to hear. When I come out and say Raila Amolo Odinga is a dictator, many people will be angry and will start coming out with those particular narratives. Don't you understand how he has sacrificed so much for the country? He has sacrificed. That's what you keep on thinking. But everything is about business. How comes he have sacrificed? Is it through blood? Is it through going onto the street? The thing that the Gen Z right now are doing. If there's someone who can be able to tell me and draw my attention to what Raila Amolo Odinga has sacrificed, I want to know, what is that you keep on saying in parables that Raila Amolo Odinga has sacrificed? Open your minds. Think big. See through the inner eyes, and you'll definitely learn that Raila Amolo Odinga has not sacrificed anything. He keeps on sacrificing you. But in your mentality, you keep on thinking he has sacrificed big for this particular country to be here. What about those particular people who die fighting for their country. So between them and Raila Amolo Odinga, who has sacrificed more? It's kind of an itchy because that's the bare truth. You don't want to hear about it. All politicians are all the same. They keep on playing games because they are politicians. Their work is to politicize everything. Try to change anything in the air using different terminologies so that you can think they are different. But the truth of the matter, they are not different. They have never been. It is you who are doomed to see for that. The thing is out there. Everyone keeps on thinking that they can change the country. Yes, everyone. And I mean everyone. When you go to vote for any kind of a leader that you are voting, you keep on believing on him, but at the end of the day, he ends up disappointing you. Let us take one thing at a time. People have died on the streets. From back in the days, you have been hearing there have been protests all over. It keeps on repeating itself. People die, and someone takes advantage of it. The political class, because it always wins. But it should not be that way. It should be the other way around. That the local mwananchi always benefits. But it hasn't. People complain without knowing what they are complaining for. Like for example, as the journalist, we complain about abduction because majority of journalists have gone through that. But there are people out there who keep on saying this is wrong without even knowing if it is wrong. They keep on saying it because others are saying it. You have to ask yourself, why am I saying it? Am I saying it because someone else has said it? Or because it is the bare truth? It comes to that particular moment that you have to separate the grains from the chaffs. See it through. What kind of a mentality we need in this particular leadership? Politics is quite a dynamic topic, and everything is politics. I keep on hearing people saying this is not politics, but politics is all about policies. We have marriage politics, the social politics, emotional politics. There are different types of politics. What about the leadership politics? That's what has been bringing chaos all over the country because someone was paid more to bring out violence. Violence is being bought for money. Violence doesn't come freely. It has to involve money. When there is shortage of cash, people are jobless. People doesn't have anything to do. They become idle. And that is a very good room for violence and chaos brought by issue money. When you see politicians bringing out money to lure you, you keep on thinking that I cannot be bought by this particular cheap amount of money. They cannot be able to buy me. You keep on thinking that I'm not cheap. I'm not that particular kind of a dude who can be paid. No, you can. But does anyone has value? Does anyone has the guts to say, no, I don't want this, I want this? That's the whole difference. We keep on judging other people for taking anything. But when you put yourself in their shoes, in fact, go and put yourself in their shoes. You'll come to decide for yourself, like, if I was at that particular place in the same situation, I could have done it. Let me just ask you a very simple question. You have one opportunity with a billionaire. And don't lie to me. Don't even dare to lie to yourself. You know, you can lie to many people when you are talking out there. But when talking to yourself, just come out and ask yourself, can I be able to lie to myself? So this is a question. You have a time limit of one thing, and you are put in a room with a billionaire. And whatever you are going to ask, he is going to give you. Whatever you are going to ask, he is going to give you. But you have one opportunity of just asking. What is that particular kind of a thing you would ask him? Do you know the answer is very simple? Majority of people, 98%, and this explains a lot. 98% of people will just come out and say, I have heard what you have said. Can you give me $100 million? That is the answer to majority of you. Majority of you will just come out and say, that is what I will ask. But think big. $100 he can give you, but that particular money can diminish, can finish quickly. You know, money keep on shifting, changing. That's the thing. But knowledge, or knowing what he knows, stays in your brain forever. It is not about getting the money. It's about how. That is the most important thing. But people keep on forgetting about that. People keep on forgetting. When you are put in a room with, for example, Raila Odinga or William Samoei Ruto, you will ask for money, and that separates the rich and the poor. Very simple. But what if you get into that particular room and ask them, how did you get here? That will change everything, because you will be able to understand this is how he got it there. He can tell you maybe through corruption. That's it. Or through getting tenders, getting to know people. That changes the dynamic of the business. But people don't want to think in that particular manner. People want to think in a very soft manner, in a very soft way. They don't want to ask that particular main question. How? You want to change? Ask yourself how. Think big. That is the thing. I know a lot is going on in your mind. You don't know how. You don't. But focus is the thing. Just focus and prioritize. Say, I want this rather than wanting this. Everything has a different side. be it politics, being the trending news, everything, even sports. But one thing I know, people are so afraid to know the truth. So afraid each and every particular minute. Raila Amolo Odinga never wanted to be the president, but he keeps on pretending to want it so much so that you cannot even know his agenda. And you keep on thinking that he is or he has this particular love for his country. No, 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 no. He's just a great businessman. You see, in your own mindset, in your own thinking, you keep on thinking that Ruto and Raila are not the same. They have the same mindset. Business. Nothing else. They only think that. Have you ever asked yourself how this particular kind of a dude from nowhere, from just some place near the lake, has been able to stay in the game for all those particular years? It's about protecting his territory. He has mastered that particular art, convincing the people that he wants it too much. He wants it. That is the thing. But he never was. He never did. That's why you have never heard of him in exclusive interviews. You have never heard him talking about anything, because even you don't understand his accent. It is strategically planned. When you think about whatever he says it strategically. So it's a business mindset. And that's where all of you have failed to understand. He is so creative in it. You have failed to understand that. He is a guru in whatever he keeps on doing. He is a genius on his own world. He knows when to ride and when to drive and when to walk. He knows all those particular things. If he wanted to be the president, he had various opportunities, but he didn't take that particular opportunity. Do you know why? Because if he became the president, he will lose the respect. Because he has never succeeded to that particular extent according to your thinking. That is according to your thinking. You keep on thinking that he has never succeeded for what he wanted. But let me ask you one simple question. Do you know that cartels earn more money than all? Can you imagine that brokers earn more money in terms of profit more than the real owner? Cartels earn more money and more profit than the straight ahead businessman. Do you keep on hearing people saying, if you want to get money, you have to go through the illegal way, through the back door? That's what Raila Ruto is. He is a cartel. He has been able to commandeer in through because he has influence. And because people have invested in him, they are like, this is the only guy we believe in for the last years. And as the years goes by, he keeps on commandeering this particular crowd because they are like, I only believe in this guy. He is the reason that we have never gotten the change that we want. I keep on saying that The moment Raila Amolo Odinga will be out of the scenes of Kenyan politics, that is the moment it will change forever. Forever. If you are the president of any country, whatever good or bad thing happen in the country, the effect is on you. When bad things happen, it is you who have read that. When good things happen, it is you who have read that. But you don't commandeer anything. You are just the senior authority, the senior picture. You are the pictoriata of the country. You are just hanging on the wall like the clock. Everyone is looking at you, timing at you. Make that particular slight mistake, they'll go down with you. They keep on saying this, never want to be loved by many, because the same way they love you, it is the same way they will hate you. Hate and love goes in deep measures because they are emotions. My good name is Santori Jenga, and this is Eve Mida Kenya, the news guys here. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.